everyone. Future Ebani, editing Ebani, popping in here real quick before the video starts. When I was filming this video back in early May, late April of like when you're actually seeing these clips, I didn't know that I was going to be splitting it in half because I didn't realize it would be so long. But now obviously I do know that, and so I'm just like popping in here real quick to tell you that this video is part 2 of the Reader DNF sort of vlog thing, and so you don't necessarily have to have watched part 1 in order to watch part 2, but like you should. So go check out part 1 before you start this one, and yeah, after you've seen part 1, feel free to come back, watch part 2. I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end of the vlog. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be starting the 4th book in this vlog, which I feel so motivated because I've read or like gotten through 3 of the books that were on my list, so I only have 10 left, which is a lot, but also I just feel very motivated. So I'm gonna grab today's book, which is All the Major Constellations by Patima Kranz. I don't know, I don't have any idea what this book is about, but the cover's pretty, and we're gonna do the same thing where I give it 50 pages, and we'll see if I like it or not. I didn't have class this morning, so I figured this would be a good way to spend the morning. I'm gonna sit out here in the living room in this chair right by the window, and I've got my coffee. Yeah, I'm just going to do some reading. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall. It's sitting on something that is not very sturdy. But hi, I'm only on page 14 of this, not super interested in it. I'm kind of getting distracted very easily by my phone, which is not a good sign. I will give it the full 50 pages, but it's not looking good so far. I will say about this book, it's like made surprisingly well. Like the dust jacket is like a really nice, like a glossy sort of material. It's like really sturdy, I feel, and like I feel like the pages are like thicker than normal pages because I don't know why. This, like, the thickness of this book to me looks like it's 400 pages, but it's only 315. And to put it in perspective, it feels a lot thicker than The Night We Said Yes, which of course I read yesterday, and that book was only like 294 pages. It was only like this many pages, and like I feel like it was thinner than this. So like I just think that the pages in this book are thicker, which is interesting. I don't know why. It just feels like a better quality book. So like I really appreciate that. The content is not for me quite yet. We'll see how I feel after 50 pages. So it's 50 pages later. I don't know how I'm feeling about this book. The main character has this like weird sort of stalker crush on this girl named Laura, who like he barely talks to. But he has 2 other girls who are friends, Sarah and Marcia, and one day Sarah is in an accident and now she's in the hospital, and the doctors are pretty sure she's a vegetable is what they call her. So I will say that I'm a little bit intrigued by the accident, and I'm like kind of curious like what's going to come of that, like how the book's going to handle that and like where it's going to go from here. I know that I bought this book because it says that he's graduating and he's looking to get a fresh start at college, and I like college age protagonists, but so far they're still in high school. They haven't actually graduated yet, and of course there's a whole summer before college starts, so I don't know that they'll actually get to college. It's more of like preparing for college. I'm not sure, but like I'm not super hip on the writing style or the like weird stalker crush he has on this girl, which I don't know, like it's really weird. So I'm going to resort to the thing I did yesterday, which is flipping the coin, And if it's heads, I will continue to 100 pages and reevaluate, and if it's tails, I'll just DNF it. So here we go. Boo! It is heads again, so heads. So I'm going to continue to 100 pages and reevaluate. So I'll check back in 50 more pages from now. Hello everyone. I wish I had a better place to like set my camera at times, because right here isn't the greatest because the light gets all messed up with the window like it just did, so I apologize. But like I don't want to hold it and I want to just set it and I don't want to do it on my camera stand. I'm lazy. But I decided I'm DNFing all the Major Constellations. I only made it to page 70 and I was like, yeah, I'm DNFing this because, well, first off, the only reason I was like semi-interested in what was happening and why I wanted to continue instead of DNFing at 50 pages was because one of the friends was in an accident and she was in the hospital, and now they transferred her to a hospital in another state and the main character isn't going with because of his dog and because he has the girl he has a crush on's number and he thinks he's a chance with her. So he decided that taking a shot with this girl is more important than being there for his friend. So I didn't really care for that. Also, there were some very slanderous terms being used in this book and I was not appreciative of that. I thought that was very toxic and harmful, and just like the main character in general just feels very toxic. Especially with his really creepy crush on this girl who literally he's talked to like twice. Like I don't understand why he's so infatuated with her. So I'm DNFing this. I'm kind of sad about it because I like the way the cover feels and it's just like a very nice quality book, and also it's got a pretty cover, but the inside is what matters and the inside is not for me. So I'm sticking, I don't know if I told you guys this, but all the books that I'm DNFing, or like even ones that I'm just getting rid of, I will do an unhaul of them, but my mom's having a garage sale soon, so I'm selling them at the garage sale. So I've been putting little $1 stickers on all the books I've been getting rid of, and don't fret, they're stickers that peel off very easily, so they won't damage the books in any way for people who buy them. We're adding this one to that stack. So the next one is How to Rock Braces and Glasses by Meg Haston. I bought this book because Meg Haston is the author of Paperweight, which is an eating disorder book that I very much enjoyed. So I saw that like this book at a Goodwill or something and I recognized the author, so I bought it. I'm not super stoked about it. It sounds very juvenile, honestly. We'll see how I feel about it after I read 50 pages. I probably won't start it today just because I have some other things I have to do. I have to finish an audiobook before it gets returned to Libby, and I have a class tonight and some other homework that I need to do. So I'll probably start it tomorrow if I have time. But yeah, I will be getting to this soon. Hi everyone, it's the same day. I know I said I wasn't going to be reading that much more today because I have homework to do, but I lied. I haven't done any homework. But I did read 50 pages of How to Rock Braces and Glasses by Meg Haston, and I've decided I'm going to DNF it, mostly because the characters are in middle school, and like, I'm a college student. I don't really want to read about middle school characters, so I don't know. It's just not my thing anymore. I feel like if I had read it when I was in middle school, I probably would have really enjoyed it. But like, one of the characters is like the host of like a middle school like news channel thing, and I'm like, okay, what kind of middle school is a news channel? But like, maybe bigger schools do, and mine just didn't because it was small. Basically the premise is the main character is like super popular, super pretty, and then she gets braces and glasses, and then it's like the world is ending for her because she has to have braces and glasses, and those are ugly things. And I'm like, as someone who has had both of those things, like I've had my glasses since I was 5 years old, and I had braces for almost 2 years, a year and a half. I don't know, I just feel like it's not that big of a deal. I mean, like, yeah, when you're in middle school, like everything feels like a big deal, but like, I honestly feel a bit offended when she was like, those are glasses, get them off of me, they're ugly. And I'm like, I love my glasses. Like, I look weird without my glasses. It's just a very juvenile book, and it's just not for me at this area in my life, and I don't want to waste my time on it. The next book I'll be reading, I don't know if I'll start it today or not. We'll see. Probably not, because I'm pretty tired, but you never know. Is Breaking Butterflies by M. Ebani. I low-key just bought this because it had butterflies in the title. I have another book that also has I think it's just called Butterflies. Yeah, I'm very on brand. It's about two characters, Phoenix and Cadence, who are promised to each other in childhood. I don't know what that means. It sounds like an arranged marriage, but I don't know. One of them is diseased. Maybe they have some sort of illness. I'm not sure. The way that the Dust Jacket is written makes it sound like it's a really toxic relationship, so I'm low-key kind of nervous about this one. It's like not even 300 pages. I'm not super interested in it. That's why I'm reading it for this video. But we'll see what I think, I guess. Hi everyone, it's a few days later. I have been reading Breaking Butterflies by M. Ebani, and I'm like on page 60. I'm actually enjoying it. It's weird because it's about these two characters who, when their moms were young, they made this pact that they would always be friends, and then they would both have kids, and then their kids would get married. And so it's from the perspective of the one parent's daughter. The boy that she's like supposed to get married to is like a psychopath. He like cut her face when they were like teenagers, or they were younger than teenagers. And I'm like, what the heck? But now, like, she's 16, or they're 16, and now he's dying because he has leukemia, and so she's going to go see him, and she hasn't seen him in years. But they've sort of been keeping correspondence with letters and stuff. And so she's like nervous because, of course, the last time she saw him, he cut her face open. And so, like, it seems so toxic, but I'm really intrigued. What is this story even? Like, but also, like, the one thing is the beginning was like really info dumpy. Like, the first like 3 or 4 chapters were just like the main character telling the backstory of how their parents met and the pact they made, and then like them growing up and stuff. And so like now we're finally getting into a place where it's like present time and not just like her telling what happened in the past. Still very intrigued by what's gonna happen because this kid is a literal psychopath. He's dying, so she's gonna go see him. Oh, that was my phone. So I'm actually really interested. I think I'm gonna keep reading this one. It's actually not too long. It's like less than 300 pages too, so like I might read the whole thing because it won't take too long. Hi everyone, it has been quite a long time since I updated this vlog last. Don't look at my bed, it's kind of messy. I kind of stopped reading and vlogging because of finals week. Things got really stressful, but I'm done with school now, so I can get back to doing what I do. And so I've been reading Breaking Butterflies. I'm on page 102 now. I think I left off on page like 58 or something. I'm getting the feeling that I might want to DNF it. I was really interested in it for like the first little bit when I was reading it however long ago, but now I'm not so much into it, and honestly it just, the male character is just really toxic and is kind of bothering me, and so I'm like kind of questioning if I should DNF it or not. I think I'm gonna do the old trick of flipping a coin, so I have to go get a coin. Actually, I lied. I don't think I have any coins here. I like just emptied out my wallet in like a tip jar or something because I don't like carrying that many coins. So I'm gonna have Google flip a coin for me. Heads I continue to page 150 maybe, and tails I DNF. So we're gonna flip it. Flipping. It's heads. So I continue to page 150. Okay everyone, so I just updated my moving vlog and my weekly vlog. Now I'm updating this vlog. There's so many vlogs, it's confusing. Basically, I got an email today. I have to be moved out of this dorm by May 9th at 9 a.m., which is Sunday, and today is Monday, so I have 6 days. And I can't start moving things into my new dorm until May 5th, which is Wednesday. So I have from Wednesday to Sunday to get things moved from this dorm into that dorm. It's kind of stressful, especially since I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week, and on Saturday I work 8 hours, which normally I only work 5, but I'm covering somebody else's shift, so but it's not a lot of time for me to pack and get things moved. So I've been packing for most of today. My room's very empty now, it's kind of echoey, it's kind of sad. So I am reading Breaking Butterflies. I am on page 102. I flipped a coin earlier. I can't remember if I did this for this vlog or if I did it for the weekly reading vlog. There's so many vlogs, I'm so lost. But basically, I flipped a coin earlier because I didn't know whether or not I wanted to continue the book or DNF it, continue it to page 150. So I'm going to do that tonight, probably before I go to bed. I'm going to try to read to page 150. And honestly, I'm like more inclined to DNF now because then I can get rid of it, and the less books that I have, the less books I have to move to the new norm. So, I don't know. So I'll hopefully either finish this tonight, that'd be great, or DNF it tonight. It's been kind of stressful. There's lots of things happening. I'll let you know if I come to a new decision. Hey everyone, so I'm going to give you a quick update on Breaking Butterflies. I'm on page 152. Honestly, I'm not super into it, but at this point I think I only have like 100 pages left. So I'm like, I might as well just finish it, you know, like, it's a short book. I'm not loving it, but I kind of don't want to DNF it, so I think I'll just try to finish it tonight. Okay, hi everyone. It's been, I don't know how long it's been since I updated you. At least an hour, I would think. But I finished reading Breaking Butterflies by M. Ebani. I had a lot of issues with this book. I think I finished it because I only had like 100 pages left, and I was like, I might as well since I'm already 150 pages in. Basically, I don't remember if I gave you guys a synopsis or not. These two characters are best friends, and they make this plan that they're gonna be best friends forever. They're gonna get married, they're gonna have kids at the same time, and then their kids are gonna grow up and date each other and marry each other and blah 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 blah. The son hurts the daughter, Sphinxy, because he's like a psychopath. Honestly, he's like no empathy whatsoever. The boy, Cadence, and his mom end up moving. They kind of grow apart. They just like send letters and stuff. Sphinxy and them find out that Cadence has cancer and he's gonna die in like 6 months. So Sphinxy and her mom go and visit him. He's still a psychopath. He's so toxic. He's literally insane, and also just like really rude to like everybody, especially Sphinxy. And it's like he got away with it because he was dying, which like, you can't play the cancer card for everything. So he was dying and he was like, Sphinxy, we're supposed to be together, so, and we're ruining our parents' plan, so you have to die with me so we can be together and we won't ruin the plan anymore. And I'm like, this dude's literally insane. He literally gave her a knife and was like when he was dying on his deathbed, he was like, do it, Sphinxy. And he was like so toxic, and it was not a good situation. And I was not a fan of that. And the ending, predictable. Overall, not a great book. Interesting premise, but not great. I'm gonna probably give it 1 star. I'm gonna go to bed for now, and I will start my next book tomorrow. I finished Breaking Butterflies last night, as you know, and so today I'm going to start Free to Fall by Lauren Miller. I'm gonna read 50 pages, see how I feel, if I'm gonna read it, if I'm gonna DNF it, who knows. So I'm gonna go start that right now. Hey everyone, so I read 50 pages of Free to Fall, and I think I'm gonna DNF it. It's really thick, and I'm not really that interested by page 50 to warrant wanting to continue it. I mean, it's not like awful or anything. I'm not really a huge fan of the narrator, the main character. I think that it feels like this book has developed more of the plot than it has of the character, and I like a character-based story, not a plot-based story, so like that's not really for me. The like idea behind it is kind of interesting. There's like this app that like makes all your decisions for you, but they sort of try to explain the science behind it and like this other thing called the Tao, I believe. And like, I'm like, did you fact check that? Because it didn't, like, the explanation that they gave didn't feel real. I think I'm just gonna DNF it. I'm just gonna, you know, say goodbye to it and get rid of it, because I don't foresee myself really reading it or enjoying it. But now I'm going to read 50 pages of Butterflies by Susan Gervais. And this, like Breaking Butterflies, I bought specifically because butterflies is in the title and that's my brand. So I'm not really like super optimistic about this book. I don't even know if I read the synopsis when I bought it. I'll give it 50 pages and we'll see how it goes. Hey everyone, sorry I keep vlogging from the same exact like angle. I literally have not touched, like I haven't moved my camera. It's just been sitting on my desk this whole time because moving. But anyway, I said earlier that I was starting Butterflies by Susan Gervais. I'm DNFing it. It's not for me. I'm pretty sure this is a middle grade. Also, it's really boring. And the writing style is like bleh, like a 3-year-old wrote this. Like, we're DNFing it. We're getting rid of it. We're saying bye-bye. And next is The Snowball Effect by Holly Nicole Hoxter. I honestly do not have high hopes for this. 99% sure it's a middle grade. And middle grade and I have not been jiving lately. So we'll give it a go, see how it goes. Hi everyone. So it has been a little bit, I feel like I'm being really harsh now because I'm like, I have so much stuff to move and I want to get rid of as many books as possible. But, so I feel like I'm being harsh, but I think I'm going to DNF this book too. Because one, the beginning was kind of depressing. The main character can basically tell you everything about her family based on how they died. And like, that's a lot. Like, also the main character I was a little bit annoyed by, and I don't know, she just wasn't really that interesting to me. I'm not feeling it. Next book, hopefully I'll get to today, is Curveball, The Year I Lost My Grip by Jordan Sonnenblick. I bought this book because my boyfriend did a Jordan Sonnenblick book as a duet script in high school. Yeah, so I don't have high hopes for this one either. Yeah, these last few books were like, I'm pretty sure these are not going to be books I will like, but they're worth a shot. So I would not be surprised if I DNF this one too, but we'll see. I read 50 pages of this, and I think I'm going to DNF it as well, which like I feel bad about. I don't think I have the time to read it completely when it's just going to be a 3-star book. I feel like I'm being really like harsh with these DNFs. I just don't foresee myself wanting to pick it up. Therefore, I don't want to force myself to read it, especially since I have to move tomorrow. Hey, so it's been a hot minute since I have updated this vlog. I think the last time I updated this vlog was in my old dorm. So hi, welcome to the new dorm. I moved like 2 weeks ago, so it's been like 2 weeks. But today I decided I'm going to pick up Alex as Well by Alyssa Brugman as my next book to read for this vlog. I have 2 more books after this book to read for the vlog, and then I'm done with this vlog and I can get it up. I just updated my weekly vlog. Hopefully I'm gonna get this video up by next Friday, so the 28th, and right now it is 20th. Also, happy birthday, Nicole. So hopefully I can, like, you know, get this vlog up by then, and because like I said, I only have 3 books left, so like I can do it. I said push myself. It's not that long, so like hopefully I enjoy it enough to stick it out for the 200 pages. So I'm gonna start it right now. Hi vlog. It's been a hot second since I updated you. I think I updated you last on Thursday when I started Alex as Well by Alyssa Brugman. Well, I'm updating him now to tell you that I've finished it. I didn't give you like a 50-page update because when I think I updated at like 26 pages or something because I had to go to work, so I didn't have time to get to 50 pages. I was like, I'm really liking this, I'll probably finish it, and so I didn't give you a 50-page update because my feelings hadn't changed at 50 pages, and this book is only like 214 pages, so I was like, well, I might as well just read the whole thing. Thoughts on this book. So I like the concept of it, and I think that the representation of it is like admirable. Alex was born sexually ambiguous, and so Alex's parents identified him as a boy, and they decided that when he was like 6 months. And then now, when this book is happening, I believe he's 14, but now he wants to be a girl, so now she changed her pronouns to she. That causes a lot of issues with the parents because the parents aren't really like on board with that, and so Alex is like, this is who I want to be, and Alex's parents are like, no. She transfers to a different school, and so to do that she has to turn in her birth certificate, but on the birth certificate it says that she's a male, and so she's also trying to get a female birth certificate in the midst of this as well. But in the meantime, she is able to go to the school, which, like, I don't know if that's how schools work. Like, I'm pretty sure it's to be, like, fully enrolled with all of your paperwork before you can actually start going to school. But in the meantime, she's, like, going to school, and the school is hosting some sort of, like, fashion show. Will was reading it out loud to me while I was bullet journaling, because he's sweet, and then, so he read most of the book with me. We were confused why a school was hosting a fashion show. I'm not sure if it's actually technically set in the UK. It didn't really say any places, but there's a lot of like British slang used, like telly and stuff like that, and
knickers, telly.
Yeah, and so I'm like, well, maybe the author's British, and like I just didn't know that until halfway through it. The other thing is, this book was really kind of confusing, and the writing style just like wasn't the best. One, because I think all the British slang was sort of hard to read as an American. I'm not educated on British slang. Two, because the way that Alex talked about herself is that she is like two people, like male Alex and female Alex, and so there's like an inner conversation between male Alex and female Alex. And at first I thought that the best friend, like that Alex had a best friend named Alex, and that's who we were talking about. I didn't realize until Will pointed out, like literally halfway through the book, it's meaning the like part of Alex that is the male part. I don't know. So like I don't know if that's an accurate representation of how people feel when they're going through a process like this. So like that's why I say I don't know if that representation in this book is good, because I've never been through this and I don't know if that's how people feel or not. If that is how people feel, then great. And then it's a good book to read if you're trying to just get diverse readings from someone who's transgender. So overall, not the best book, especially when it comes to writing style, because I was confused. But also still interesting. I ended up giving it 2 stars, just because I was really confused for most of it. I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't hate it. Will, do you have anything you want to say?
I was starting to get really invested near the end of the book.
Yes.
When she started kind of falling out with her parents. I don't want to try and spoil too much. Is this a spoiler free review?
Just spoil it.
I mean, as you can imagine, she starts having like a fallout with her parents, specifically her mom, and I was starting to get really invested in that. But then it didn't really feel like that was going anywhere.
It didn't resolve.
Like, the book always made it seem like it was going to resolve, but then it never actually did. And the book does kind of resolve it at the end, but not really.
Not in the way you would want it to.
Yeah, it resolves it, but it's like, okay, but are you ever actually going to resolve it? Like, this is just a temporary fix. I think the premise is really interesting, but a lot of the things that happen, like Ebani mentioned with the fashion show at the high school, and what else was there? Even just like what their friends do to each other.
Oh, yeah, that was another thing. Go ahead.
So Alex, at one scene, like, boy Alex licks her friend, and her friend is like, what the hell are you doing, Alex? And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Because basically in her head, that was like boy Alex, like, trying to hit on her, because like, boy Alex is like, she's hot, lick her. And then the next day, her friend is just like, I forgive you, it's totally fine. And then she's like, you want me to do it again? Or boy Alex, I should say, once that. Like I said, it gets kind of confusing, because boy Alex supposedly makes Alex do things as well. And I'm not sure if that's accurate representation. I think it's really interesting, but I'm not sure if that's actually how it feels inside of a person's head like that. The other thing that I just like remembered when Will was talking is that there were like 3 friend characters, and I could not tell them apart. The only thing that separated them was that she had a crush on, was it
the only thing,
Sierra or Amina?
Amina. The only thing that separated the 3 female friend characters is that Alex had a crush on one of them. Like, that was really the only divider there. There was also a guy character that had a crush on her, which, like, literally went nowhere. I don't know. Like, that plotline, like, disappeared after 100 pages. The plotline of that was, I'm friend-zoning him. That was the plotline of that. The plotline of that was her telling him that she's into girls, basically. Yeah. Am I mad I read it? No. Will I ever read it again? No. So I'm going to sell it at the garage sale that we're having. And then I will be picking it up First by Lori Elizabeth Flynn. I don't know what this is about. I think it's a contemporary. That's all I know. Hi everyone. It's been a couple days since I updated, but I have exciting news to tell you that I finished Versa by Laurie Elizabeth Flynn. Yay! I really liked this book, guys. I just finished updating the weekly vlog, so this might be a bit repetitive if you've already seen that weekly vlog, which will be up by the time you're seeing this, because this is part 2 of this vlog, because I decided that I was splitting it in half. So anyway, finished this, super enjoyed it. It was so good. It was like really fast paced. Like, it's been the first book in a long time that I've read physically that I just like did not want to stop reading. Last night I read the second half of this book all last night, like 170 plus pages all last night. Like, I just sat there, like, Will went to bed and I was still reading. I really liked this book, and I'm really excited that I did, because I wasn't expecting much out of the books that I'm reading for this vlog. I'm kind of just like trying to get through them as fast as I can in the most like efficient way possible. And so far I have gotten or plan to get rid of every single book I've read for this vlog except for this one. This one I will definitely be keeping. It might be one of those books that I read again when I'm feeling kind of slumpy and I want like a fast read, because this was a fast read. It was so quick. I loved it. The drama, especially towards the end, was mwah. It was so good. It was like so dramatic, honestly, to a point where sometimes there's a bit of suspension of disbelief. I was reading some Storygraph reviews of this book, and the people who didn't like it said that there was too much of a suspension of disbelief, which I agree, there is some of that, especially for like a high school setting and like what the story is about. But I mean, I was okay with it. It didn't really bother me that much. And then the people who did like it were like me and said, I wasn't expecting to like this, and I'm like, same. So overall, I gave this book 4 stars. The one thing that would have, if it had done this, it would have been a 5-star book, was it kept hinting at the sapphic romance between Mercedes and Faye, and it didn't happen. And I was like, why? Like, why would you do that? If it had done something there, it definitely would have been a 5 stars, but it didn't, so it has to be a 4 stars. But still, a really good read. A surprising read. This is why I wanted to do this vlog, is because I have all these books that I got from secondhand places, books I'd never heard of before, and I'm like, maybe this is a hidden gem. I love finding hidden gems, and so that's why I didn't want to just throw out all these books that I wasn't really that interested in, because I'm like, it might be a hidden gem. That's what this is. That's the whole reason I wanted to do this vlog. So I'm just really excited that I found a hidden gem. So the last book that I have to read for this vlog is The Summer of Skinny Dipping by Amanda Howells. I'm just so excited to be almost done with this vlog, and I will do, as I normally do, read 50 pages, and then I'll give you an update of how I'm feeling about it. I don't know what this one's about. I don't know what any of them really are about, but like, that's the whole point. Yay! I will update you in 50 pages. The other day, I picked up The Summer of Skinny Dipping, the last book I have to read for this vlog, and I did read my 50 pages of it. That was a couple days ago. I don't know if I like ever told you guys that I reached my 50 pages, but I did. And I wasn't really feeling it. It was sort of a younger audience. The dialogue felt really forced and not very natural, and it was kind of annoying to me. It didn't really hook me in those first 50 pages, and so I was like, I don't really want to read this. I'm not feeling it. So I am DNFing this book, which means that is all the books that I have read for this vlog, which is so exciting that I'm finally done. I've been working on this vlog for so long. Thank you all so much for watching this vlog, watching me read or DNF all 13 of these books, for sticking around through how long this vlog ended up being. I really appreciate that. I will be doing more videos in this Purging My Physical TBR series, so like just like stay tuned for that. Those videos will not be this long. They will be over just a couple of books, not 13 books. But I did have lots of fun filming this and editing this, and I feel really good about having more space in my physical TBR. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you're subscribed down below so you don't miss any future videos from me. And if you want to follow me on social media, all my links are in the description box down below as always. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!